guys, another vlog, possibly the last vlog of the year. I think so, maybe. It depends whether I have a driving lesson next week, which I'm not sure if I will. I mean, it's always good to keep things consistent, but I'm feeling like maybe I should just have a break, but though I've had several breaks over the past weeks. Thought I'd wear a hat for some Christmas cheer, also matches my red hair, so yeah, here we are. Let's get to it. Yeah, this lesson, obviously I'm at my parents' house, so we're driving somewhere different. I also had a Converse on, which are not my typical driving shoes, but I try not to think about it too much. Like, I'm not in my driving shoes. There's no such thing as driving shoes. As long as it's not heels or Dr. Martens, then I'm Gucci. Yeah, so I just try not to think about it too much. I actually found driving Converses quite comfortable, actually. It wasn't too bad. Yeah, so driving around the new area. I mean, not exactly new. I've driven around here before, but yeah, just new place that I don't typically drive. It was also in daylight. Thank God for daylight. A daylight lesson is far and in between these times, so I was so happy to have one in daylight. Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like this lesson I was feeling like really tense, but I do think that I did things well. There's a lot of roundabouts where I live, so we did a ton of those today, and I think I'm getting better at that, and I'm beginning to understand how a roundabout works and not think about it so much that I don't actually do the actions I'm supposed to. Like, I realize, in a circle, if you're gonna go all the way around, outer circle, if you're going on one of the exits, 1, 2, I'm beginning to realize that, and who I need to give way to, and looking, stopping, downshifting wasn't actually that bad. I wasn't that scared of doing it until I actually forgot I was in three. Yes, until I forgot that I was in gear 3 and forgot to even downshift. I mean, I love it so much now, I'm even forgetting to do it. Don't forget to downshift. So there's a couple of times I went around some corners faster than I ideally should have. It was all fine, it was okay. So yeah, that happened. But yeah, I'm proud of myself that I was able to do these roundabouts in a better way, and I wasn't as scared, which is good because we're driving, especially when you have anxiety and dyslexia, it's like such a slow journey. But when you get these little things like progressing 1% each lesson, I know it's so small, it's like 1%, but you're still progressing, you've still gotten slightly comfortable at certain things, and that is worth celebrating. That's how I'm going to take it anyway. Things I think that I could still improve on is definitely my ability to look around and really take in. I tend to overfocus on things. I would say, people say monogamy is literally just about like, being with one person in a relationship. I'm literally monogamous in all my life. Like, I just want to focus on one thing at a time. I ain't trying to focus on several things. But with driving, it doesn't really work because things are always changing and you need to really keep around with your surroundings. Good thing though is that I don't always do that. I don't always over focus on everything, but I think when a situation is particularly tense or new to me or I'm feeling tense, then I will over focus. So it's just one of those things that I have to improve on, which I will take that in. Also, probably just not rushing. It's really hard with driving because you feel like you have to do things quickly but also not rush, and I really find it difficult to find that balance of not rushing but also doing things quickly and thinking quickly and reacting quickly but also not rushing. So it's also just doing that. And I think my driving instructor said something really good today when he was like, once things in the car become second nature, you'll be able to focus more about what's going on the road. And I think I am getting to that point where what's happening in the car is getting like a bit more comfortable. Although I do have my moments where I'm like, I don't know what gear I'm in, like I'm just not thinking right. But I think I'm getting there, and I think as I keep driving, I will eventually get to that point. But I just need to keep going on and keep going. But yeah, I mean, he said well done at the end of the lesson, but if I'm being honest, I didn't think that lesson was that great. But instead of thinking about, oh, that was such a bad lesson, I just want to sort of think about what I can take from it and what actions I'm going to take from it. Like, you know, trying to be calmer and trying to be, yeah, just remember my gear 3s and stuff. We also did turn around the road. I feel like I'm so tired of this maneuver. I'm like, when will we park in bay or do something else? But I guess if I'm not good at turning around the road, I probably will not be able to do anything else. So that went okay. Yeah, that went okay. It's just, I still just don't understand when I'm supposed to be turning right. It still very much confuses me. But we'll get there. Yeah, I just want to have this vlog be like a really positive one, because even though it wasn't that much of a great lesson, I mean, it's Christmas. I don't want that negativity. Like, there's always next week, there's always next year. We can build on our thing. We can build on it. And also another good news, actually, Christmas came early for me. I got the date of my dyslexia assessment back, which will be in February. So hopefully that will give me some answers to like how to cope with these things I struggle with, and hopefully make driving less traumatic in terms of that. So that's also good. But yeah, it was just nice driving around somewhere different, and also just going for a drive. Even went on a dual carriageway. That was nice. Didn't get up to 50, but we got up quite high, so it was like, yeah, it's fine. So yeah, well, this may or may not be the last one for this year, but I wish your family and friends, whoever you're spending Christmas with, or if you're spending it on your own, that's perfectly fine. I know society says that you shouldn't, but I wish you have a great, great Christmas, lots of food, maybe presents, and yeah, thank you for following me along with this journey, and yeah, hopefully we'll be on it next year. So yeah, have a good Christmas.